Hey everybody, what's going on? We are here with a timeless reading. Welcome. The first card that we have out is Six of Wands. And the High Priestess. Okay. It's looking to me like you are successfully arriving at a conclusion here. This can be something that you've been going through psychically, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, where there's something that needed to be understood. It can be like a battle that you've been going through. It can be conflict that you've been going through. It can be a dance that you've been doing, all trying to get connected with the High Priestess, which is going to clarify things for you. Psychically, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually. Something has now been clarified. You didn't give up. You have arrived here now and you are seeing things very clearly. And there can be something that needs to be done now that's associated with that. Next to the High Priestess, we have the Seven of Wands, and this is going to be about taking what you now know and doing something with that. So you can initiate this immediately. With the Seven of Wands too, I see this specific Seven of Wands as needing to do your thing regardless of what's going on around you, that you're meant to honor this. This is connected with your true path. So regardless of what's going on around you, even if there are challenges, even if not everybody understands, needing to do this. And I am seeing the Eight of Cups, so this can be about recognizing what a situation is for you. Some of you too, you're coming out of something, somewhere, that you feel like is a situation not meant for you any longer. But this can be something where it's difficult for you to separate yourself from. See how the Six of Wands here is coming out of this? It feels like rising up above out of a situation, something that you feel like is a broken situation for you. This can be something with the Eight of Cups where it doesn't fill your cup any longer, and needing to come out of that and to recognize it's time for me to come out of that. If these cups hold the water that you need to survive in a situation, that you need in order for something to be sustainable, but they don't hold that water anymore, is about recognizing that and excusing yourself, separating yourself, traveling onward. Because we have that Seven of Wands there, it can be something where this may not be an easy thing to do. Nonetheless, there is a need for you to do it, even if you have to stand alone to do that. Because this is what you know to be true. So the High Priestess is the part of you that's aware of this, aware of the situation, what it is for you, and also aware of what you're capable of, and ready to act on that. Giving you the advice and the guidance to do exactly this. Okay, so some of you, there can be a relationship that's involved in this. This can be a situation too where it can be something that you are regularly a part of. So what would you be doing this for? What would be the point? What would be achieved by you honoring this and following suit? We have Four of Wands here and the High Priestess above it. This means that this will bring you into a place of not only emotional clarity and resilience that you are showcasing here, but also a feeling of stability and harmony within yourself. So this means that emotionally something is stabilizing. This is going to allow you to feel like this feeling of being at peace, of this is how things are supposed to be, the effort that's needed for you to put in order to establish that by recognizing what this situation is for you and doing what you need to do here. Feels like the only thing that would take you backwards, I'm seeing the Five of Swords. This can be you like not working through this. It can be you doubting this. It can be you questioning this. It can be you being in a space where you don't totally fully know what harmony and compatibility with your values truly is. So this means that if there's a division and not a full understanding of what something looks like for you when it's fitting versus not, this can be something that feels hard to do. If you're aware of your internal values here, you know what's needed to do in this situation in order for you to establish balance and harmony, even if it's something difficult for you to do. So this is about regaining balance, clarity, harmony within your life, especially on an internal level. And allowing yourself to see what needs to be seen, even if it can be hard to admit that, because who likes to go through a transition? So coming to a place where you're honoring the way that you're feeling and you're recognizing that those feelings, they only want what's best for you. That part of you that's saying, hey, I don't feel great within this situation, is coming through and telling you this to indicate that action is needed on your part. And if you do that, you'll make the necessary changes, and then you'll come back into a place where you're like, okay, all is right again. Things can stay like this. I don't need to do anything else now. So this is allowing you to do that. So there's a larger understanding here that you're gaining going through this process of when things are in balance and harmonious for you and aligned versus when they're not. You're in a situation where your emotions are connected and tied up, your feelings are connected and tied up to a situation that is no longer in resonance with you, needing to take action based off of what you know here, which is what's being done. So you prevailing through this and coming to a place where you're coming back together with yourself. You're coming back to a place of understanding and mental clarity. And that's what's happening through this process. So it's about balancing something that is imbalanced. No longer remaining within a situation that pulls you apart, keeps you pulled apart, separated from yourself. The challenge here is for you to open your heart to yourself and what you're really feeling, your higher self, and know that it is looking out for your best interest. So it's not just coming through and being like, here, do the difficult thing, but you're not going to benefit from this. It's saying this may be a challenging thing to do. This may be a difficult thing to do. And also what will be the byproduct of this is you feeling at peace with things, you feeling settled, you feeling stable, you feeling in harmonious flow with your life. Rather than feeling at odds with yourself. Some of you too, this is something that's still coming into focus. It may be something that you don't totally want to act on yet, but you're going to get to the point where this is going to be recognized. What you're going to find is that if you stay in a situation that's not aligned, you won't feel at peace with it. It's not going to feel harmonious to you. So as much as you can try to force it or be like, maybe if I just do this a little bit longer, what you'll find is that it's going to remain feeling like this until you make the necessary changes, until you do something about it. Otherwise, you can feel like you're investing in something where it encourages some type of self-abandonment. And you can be getting to a point where you're like, I don't want to play that game anymore. I don't want to be part of a cycle like that anymore. I want to be connected with something that feels like it allows me to be in a place where all these different aspects of myself are integrated through this and honored rather than feeling like, okay, I can bring this part of myself here today, but the rest of me I have to keep away from this situation because it's not in balance with the rest of that. And you can be at a spot where you're like, I don't want to feel like I'm split apart like that anymore. It just asks you to move through this, doing what needs to be done, where you're going to feel great about the way that this feels at the end of the day. It's just about doing this. Recognizing that if you are investing in that, in what is harmonious and in what is congruent, in what is compatible with your values, that's when you feel that sense of peace and sustainability and the stabilization of your energy, where it doesn't feel like it's blocked or it's giving too much. It allows that to stabilize there. There's just a need to clarify this vision and take action. Seeing a lot of working with your higher self here through this process. I'm seeing you be in a place where it feels like things have become very clear to you on what to do, what's the empowering move for you mentally and emotionally to be making, and what you need to do in order to reestablish that sense of balance, peace, and harmony. Even if it's asking, it feels like it's asking you to take action here. Are you willing to do that? And recognizing what your intuition has been telling you, what your true feelings about this situation are. And that you will connect with your 10 of Cups when you are choosing situations that are reflective of your values and allow your energy to stabilize. You'll feel safe within that. You will feel secure within that. Feels like the challenge here is honoring your values, honoring your Venus energy. Allowing you to heal what has split apart. Slowly but surely coming to the conclusion so you can see this clearly. And then preparing to take action, which it feels like you've been doing all along. It just may be a bigger move that's being made here. I'm seeing 4 of Cups, so there can be this part of you that feels resistant to doing it. There can be this part of you that's like, oh, do I have to? I don't really want to. What's going to happen is that you're going to get to a point where you can't ignore it anymore. And at that point, you'll be ready to do it. You are on your own timeline here. You get to do this when you want. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. But just know that if you're taking action on this, it's to promote this sense of balance and harmony that you will be able to experience, that will feel tangible to you, rather than keeping yourself split and separated from that. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.